Please be seated. On behalf of our students, faculty, and staff, welcome to the 106th commencement exercises of the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Initially, we have several housekeeping announcements. We have medical staff on duty at the east side of the foyer. We also have police officers, staff, and student workers located throughout the field house if you should need their assistance. Also, the restrooms are located on the east side of the foyer. For parents and families, a private photographer will be taking still shots of each graduate. Proofs will be mailed to the permanent home address for each student. So please note, however, that UAM will be sending one complimentary 5x7 print to each graduate. And finally, please turn off or silence your cell phone. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Chancellor of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, Dr. Carla Hughes.
Good morning. I am so pleased to welcome you to this special day, a day of celebration, a day of perseverance, hard work, and accomplishment. I am honored to share this day with all of the UAM graduates. At this time, Jeremy Woodall, campus minister with the Baptist Collegiate Ministry on the Monticello campus, will offer our invocation. Please stand and remain standing after the invocation for the singing of our national anthem led by Ms. Stormy Donham, a senior at Sheridan High School.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this special day. This is a day for these students that have worked so hard, for their parents, professors, and other faculty that have labored alongside them. We thank you for watching over us, for watching over our graduates, for leading them to this special day. Lord God, we ask for your mighty hand to be upon all who graduate today. Bless their lives from this day on with goodness and love. Help them stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. We pray all these things in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Please be seated. You know, there is so much preparation that goes into a day like today. I want to recognize and thank our physical plant staff, the registrar's office, campus events staff, and everyone who has had a role in making sure we were ready for your special day. It is now my pleasure to introduce my colleagues who are seated on the stage. Please hold your applause until all are recognized. Dr. Don Bobbitt, President of the University of Arkansas System. Dr. Michael Moore, Vice President for Academic Affairs of the University of Arkansas System and Chief Academic Officer of eVersity. Mr. Cliff Gibson from Monticello, appointed by the Governor to serve on the 10-member Board of Trustees for the University of Arkansas System. Arkansas State Representative Leanne Birch from Monticello. Dr. Moses Goldman, Executive Vice President and Chaplain of Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. Members of the UAM Board of Visitors, also appointed by the Governor, who are with us today, include Betty Gregg, Monticello, Greg Reap, Warren. On the Chancellor's senior leadership team are Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, Peggy Doss. Vice Chancellor of University Operations and Student Affairs, Jay Hughes. Vice Chancellor of the College of Technology at Crossett, Linda Rushing. Vice Chancellor of the College of Technology at McGee, Bob Ware. And Chief of Staff, Lisa Shimwell, who is out in the crowd somewhere working behind the scenes at today's ceremony to make sure everything goes smoothly. And I would like to take this opportunity now to introduce my husband, Colonel L.R. Hughes, and Mrs. Susan Bobbitt, wife of the President of the University of Arkansas System. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. I know the students know this, but I always like to say that at the heart of our academic programs are the faculty who have taught and mentored the students we are celebrating today. I am so proud of our faculty at UAM, and I would ask that they stand now and be recognized. Also, I would like to thank Carol Strong, Associate Professor in the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences and Teacher of the Year, selected by students of Alpha Chi, for carrying the UAM mace. At this time, I would ask Mr. Cliff Gibson to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System.
President Bobbitt, Chancellor Hughes, members of the UAM Board of Visitors, distinguished faculty and staff, the 2017 graduates of UAM, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees. I give my congratulations to the 2017 UAM graduates, their spouses, family, and friends. I want to extend a special thank you to the spouses, families, and friends of the graduates, because without your support, it might not have happened. And you played a critical role. And for that, we are very grateful. To the graduates, it is your grit that brought you here today. When I say grit, I mean your courage, resolve, and strength of character. Your perseverance that kept you at it throughout the completion of your degree, a degree that is yours for the remainder of your life and that can't be lost in a foreclosure or anything bad like that. It will always be at your back as you pursue your employment opportunities and your vocations to support yourselves and your families. For what you have received from UAM, I ask you to consider giving back to UAM's education mission. You can do this in many ways. I'm just going to list two or three. It helps UAM for you to faithfully pay your student loans, those of you that have them, so they can be available for future generations. Number two, get a UAM license tag for your car. UAM gets part of the fees when you do. Number three, get join the UAM Alumni Association and give at least $10 a month. If the thousands of UAM graduates pay just $10 a month, it would amount to millions of dollars in support for UAM and its programs. So even that small amount piles up when it's lots of folks doing it. And I have to say, from the perspective of a University of Arkansas trustee, that there are many wonderful and exciting things happening at UAM. Under the leadership of Chancellor Hughes, UAM has embraced the new performance funding requirements of the Department of Higher Education and Governor Hutchinson. There is a new $14 million Student Success Center that is in the process of being constructed. And I have to say this, can anyone not be excited about a Chick-fil-A restaurant on campus? Hear, hear. And how about Coach Toland's men's basketball team? For those of you who don't know, to go from being picked to be last in the Great American Conference to win the championship, that's something. And you have to add to that, they got a bid to the NCAA Division II tournament. That's how good they were. Something to be proud of. Good thing. And then there's longtime UAM coach Alvy Early, who broke the all-time winning record of Norm DeBryan. For those of you who don't know about that record, let me tell you. Coach Early has got more than 1,162 now, but when he hit 1,162 about a month ago, wins, he became the college coach with the most wins ever in the history of Arkansas. And I got to put a plug in this afternoon. The men's baseball is playing at Henderson for those of you that can go. And then I had to note the UAM debate team. They keep knocking the ball out of the park. National champions in 2016. Winning the varsity division debate title in 2017. I also want to mention that there's the critical role that UAM plays in supporting the UA system eVersity program. A program that makes it possible. There's some folks that are in college and something happens. Out of their control, not within their control, things happen that cause them to have to drop out. eVersity is all about that student, to give them a chance to come back. They can work at night, studying stuff online and all that kind of stuff, and get their college degree so they can have the benefits of it. One of the most important things there are. I'll conclude with this. There's much to be thankful for at UAM, and more to come.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Don Bobbitt. You know that the University of Arkansas at Monticello is part of the University of Arkansas system. Dr. Donald Bobbitt, president of the system, is an accomplished faculty member as well as a highly respected administrator. He is a leader who has genuine concern for students and a desire to help each and every campus in the UA system. And it is my pleasure to ask Dr. Bobbitt to bring greetings.
Thank you, Chancellor Hughes. As you can tell, I usually have to give Mr. Gibson a pep talk to get him excited about UA Monticello. I'm very fortunate that I serve this and work with this 10-member board, and I can tell you that University of Arkansas at Monticello is very well represented. Mr. Gibson has the role right now on the board, and before that, Mr. Mike Aiken, who's here, his wife Susan had that role. And UAM is a very, very important part of the system. I bring you greetings from across the system, all 20 institutions. We're very proud of your arrival at this point in your career. You join many thousands of other graduates across the system, in a system that now totals over 55,000 students. So we're very important to the state of Arkansas. You're very important to the state of Arkansas. And I want to echo what Mr. Gibson said, that there's a group in this room that I think at some point in time you need to offer your thanks to. I know I offer my thanks to them right now, and that is your families, your friends, your supporters who have helped you to this point in time. Commencement is often thought of as an end, but really it has a beginning to it too. Universities, like individuals, experience a natural ebb and flow of life as evidenced by the excitement of unlimited potential that accompanies the arrival of each class, a new class in the fall. And this excitement is tempered by the sense of loss that accompanies graduation each December and May. Dr. Zeus, though, put it in perspective when he said we should not be sad that it's over, but smile because it happened. And I hope each of you will smile when you reflect upon your experience here at the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Because your graduation today places you in very select company. Only 28% of all Arkansans have any credential whatsoever from an institution of higher ed. And yet to compete in the 21st century economy, that piece of paper, that credential that you have now earned is going to be critically important. It doesn't just benefit you. It's going to benefit your family, it's going to benefit your community, and indeed it's going to benefit this state. Because you see, at the heart of your degree, no matter what you studied, is a dynamic of thought and creativity that has been around and has been honed for over 1,100 years since the formation of the great universities of Europe. Over the years, many changes have occurred in how we instruct, but one thing is absolutely certain. Before you learned about any one discipline, you learned about them all through the core. You've had the opportunity to search for truth, to understand intellectual challenge and honesty, and be exposed to the very best ideas, both of the past and the present. This is the heritage that all of us share, and you're now part of the club. So it's now beyond question that you've received an exceptional education under the guidance of an accomplished and committed faculty. But they didn't just prepare you for your first job. They prepared you for a successful life. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry had this in mind when he said that if you want to build a boat, do not instruct men and women to saw wood, stitch sails, prepare the tools, or organize the work. Rather, you make them long for setting sail and travel to distant lands. This faculty has placed in you the longing for knowledge that transcends your time here. You are lifelong learners. And given the pace with which new advancements become yesterday's news, this skill will be the difference for you, your families, and society. Winston Churchill remarked at a similar ceremony that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. This faculty has chosen as their life's work the task to share with their collective knowledge and experience with the next generation. So I hope you will take this gift and be inspired to go out from here, share your gifts with others. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to share this very memorable day with you. And congratulations again on a job very well done. I would like to leave you with my heartfelt best wishes from the system and an Irish blessing. May you always have walls for the winds, a roof for the rain, tea beside the fire, laughter to cheer you, those you love near you, and all your heart might desire. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Dr. Bobbitt. Graduates, you know we are here to celebrate you today, but our celebration of our graduates does not stop with the day that you receive your diploma. We many times watch your careers and your trajectory, and we continue to celebrate our graduates. Today, Dr. Moses Goldman is being recognized. Dr. Goldman, a UAM graduate of 1984, is a successful higher education professional and is UAM's 55th Distinguished Alumnus. I met Dr. Goldman and his wife last fall when they returned to campus for homecoming week celebrations. We have had several conversations since then, and I am impressed by his commitment to student success and his desire to make a real difference in higher education. Additional details of his career are outlined in your program, but I would ask you at this time to direct your attention to the screen for a short video, and there is one in the front and in the back so that you can easily see the video presentation.
Faith, family, and a commitment to the value of education form the foundation of Moses Goldman's life. UAM's 55th Distinguished Alumnus grew up on a farm south of Pine Bluff, the 8th of 10 children. It was there he learned the importance of faith.
I had to go to church as a child. My parents ensured that we went to church. My father, my mother, very supportive family, a large family. We didn't have a lot. We were pretty poor financially, but we had each other.
A star athlete at Pine Bluff High School, Goldman came to UAM on a football scholarship and started 3 years at wide receiver. As a senior in 1983, he caught the winning two-point conversion pass to help UAM beat its arch rival, UA Pine Bluff.
We ended up getting a fumble, and Jim Hughes ran it in, got a touchdown. We were going for 2 to win the game. Worked out for us. Joe Don made a good throw, and I was able to find a spot, and we won the game. So that was probably one of the highlights. Certainly it's one of the most memorable games in my career at UAM for me.
Goldman's UAM experience was about more than athletics. He learned the value of education and made a life-changing decision thanks to faculty member Dr. Mary Jane Gilbert.
Dr. Gilbert, Mary Jane Gilbert, had a huge influence on my life. I've talked about her a lot to a number of people, probably very instrumental in me choosing to go into higher education.
Dr. Goldman earned a master's degree at Iowa State, a doctorate from the University of Tennessee, and a second master's in religious studies from Shaw Divinity School while forging a career in higher education and the ministry. Since 2014, he's been executive vice president and chaplain at Lane College, a private historically black college in Jackson, Tennessee. Goldman describes working at Lane as a calling.
When I was hired to come to Lane College and really called to come to Lane College, I had an opportunity to really in one place combine my love for higher education and my love for helping people to develop a greater sense of purpose and meaning in life through ministry.
For the past year, Dr. Goldman and his wife Suzette have been attending seminars for prospective college and university presidents and their spouses. His goal is to lead an institution of higher education. Dr. Goldman has traveled far in his career, and he still has miles to go, but he's never forgotten the influence UAM has had on his life.
Be recognized in that way by a place that means so much to me and that really has contributed so much that has allowed me to move forward to achieve some of the things that I have been able to achieve that puts me in a position to receive the award is just really humbling.
UAM is pleased to honor Dr. Moses V. Goldman as its 55th Distinguished Alumnus.
At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Goldman to come forward to accept this award.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Hughes, and to all of you who have worked to make this possible. It is said that the worst transgression that a person can commit is the transgression of ingratitude. Today, I certainly do not want to be ungrateful. So I'll use most of the time that I have expressing thanks to a few people who have helped to get me to this point. While only a few names will be called, there are many others that cannot be called due to time constraints. And especially to the graduates, as I express these thanks to various people, please note that I'm thanking them please note what I'm thanking them for, and strive to make the qualities and the characteristics that I thank them for a part of your life. I begin by thanking God, who certainly makes all things possible. Second, I want to thank my wife of 29 years, Dr. Suzette Goldman. Just an unwavering, supportive, encouraging, loving person, and a wonderful mother for our two daughters for all of these years. So thank you for everything that you mean to me. I thank my parents, the late Curtis Henry Sr. and Barbara S. Goldman. Together, they taught me how to love, first to love the Lord, then to love myself. And once I learned how to love God and to love myself, then it makes it a little easier to love other people. I thank them for teaching me to serve, to value honesty and hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Perhaps most importantly, they model the importance of a loving, supportive family. Just give one example. My brothers, especially the older ones, none who could play organized sports themselves because we had to come immediately home after school to work on the farm, talked my parents into allowing me to play because they saw in their words that I was good. My parents listened and allowed me to play, even though it required the entire family to sacrifice. In 4 years of playing football at UAM, my dad only missed one game, and that game was played in Mexico. Phenomenally, my parents were not football fans. In fact, my dad was not a sports fan at all. He only watched the games that I played in. And as I reflected upon this, I asked myself, why would a man with meager resources and his wife invest countless hours and dollars traveling all over Arkansas and surrounding states on Saturday afternoons to watch the boll weevils play? Simple. They loved and supported their son. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I truly love and appreciate them for leaving a legacy of love and support for family and a commitment to hard work and service that has guided my life. I thank our two daughters, Krista, who is taking her microbiology subject board exam today as a first-year medical student and could not be here. Patrice, who is with us today, and her boyfriend, Mr. Collis Clark. They flew from North Carolina, got up at 4 o'clock on yesterday morning to get a flight out of North Carolina just to be here today, so I thank you for that. Krista and Patrice. I thank my siblings and my relatives, some of who are present today, for always making me feel special, making me feel loved, making me feel supported, protected, and sometimes even privileged. Now, I pause right there, because if you knew my full background and you knew especially the poverty in which I grew up, you would know that to make me feel privileged was quite a feat. But somehow they managed to do that. For my UAM family, I want to thank Coach Harold Tilley, Johnny Hooks, and Larry Stanley for recruiting me to come to UAM. To come to UAM is probably one of the better decisions that I've made in my life. I thank Mr. Jim Brewer, Brian Finley, and Jeff Newton, who made that wonderful video. Dr. Hughes, those are true professionals, and all of UAM should be proud of them. I thank the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity that I pledged when I was here, and members of the UAM football team, Jay Hughes, who's sitting behind me now, who I used to run behind as he played offensive line, and I was a wide receiver and a wingback. That was an extended family for me. A very special thank you, and you heard it in the video, for Dr. Mary Jane Gilbert for helping me to realize that I was a good student and that an education would open doors that otherwise would be closed to me. I thank Dr. Bobby Beavers for helping me to get into graduate school at Iowa State University when I did not realize and even really know what graduate school was all about. And last but certainly not least, I thank our Chancellor, Dr. Carla Hughes, and all others involved with my selection as UAM's 2017 Distinguished Alumni. Dr. Hughes, your historical and courageous leadership are impressive and inspirational. And I say to my entire UAM family, or at least a part of my UAM family today, I've not been humble and so joyful about a recognition or an honor in quite some time, perhaps ever. I want to close with just a few words to the graduates. I start by saying you're destined for greatness. You say, well, how do you know I'm destined for greatness? Because you're graduating from UAM. To be destined for greatness means that greatness is possible, but not guaranteed. So let me give you just a few things that I believe you can do to increase the likelihood that you will manifest your greatness. One, you have to believe that greatness is within you. Secondly, you have to get on a path of self-discovery, and you have to follow that path where it leads. So many people today will tell you that you need to decide where you're going and you need to make up your mind that you're going to get there, but life is full of twists and turns, and it's not always linear. And sometimes the situation and the circumstances will help us to make decisions that we otherwise would not make. Make a commitment to serving others, people and institutions. People who achieve authentic greatness always look to serve others above serving themselves. work hard, pursue excellence, and take prudent risks. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, choose your friends, your advisors, and if you desire to be married, your spouses wisely. I can tell everything that I need to know about you by observing the people that are in your life, and particularly those that you allow to influence you. If you desire to be married, have children, and cultivate loving, supportive families, you really just can't afford to marry anyone. You have to marry someone who will love you, love themselves, and then together you can love others. I want to say thanks again to everyone for this opportunity. Graduates, I pray that you'll leave this ceremony knowing that you're destined for greatness, and in large part knowing that you're destined for greatness because you are graduating from a great university. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Goldman. It's my honor to present the Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Award. Dan and Charlotte Hornaday both graduated from Arkansas A&M and have very fond memories of the amazing faculty that mentored them through graduation and in their very successful careers that followed. Beginning in 2010, the Hornadays have graciously chosen to honor their love and appreciation for UAM and its faculty with this award. The Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Award recognizes a faculty member who demonstrates excellence in teaching, research, and scholarship, as well as public service. Faculty, staff, and students nominate the faculty members from the campus, and then a smaller committee selects the recipient. Will Dr. Robert Ficklin, Dr. Kate Stewart, Dr. Mary Stewart, and Dr. Kay Walter please come forward? Dr. Robert Ficklin joined UAM as an instructor in 2002 and is now professor and associate dean in the School of Forestry and Natural Resources. He has maintained active research programs at the Bob White Memorial Wetlands Research and Teaching Station. Among Dr. Ficklin's numerous leadership roles, he has held offices on the state and local level in his field and is a manuscript reviewer for the Forest Ecology and Management and the Soil Science Society of America journals. He is highly respected by his colleagues who state that his commitment to instruction is evident in the quality of his students. Dr. Ficklin is truly an outstanding professor and asset to UAM. Dr. Kate Stewart joined UAM School of Arts and Humanities in 1988 as an assistant professor in English and was promoted to full professor in 2003. She is the faculty advisor for the Arkansas Zeta chapter of Alpha Chi and has dedicated 20 years of service to the organization. She accompanies student members to national conferences to broaden their learning and cultural experiences. In addition to multiple professional presentations at national conferences, her scholarship includes the fall 2017 release of her new book, Images of America, Mississippi State Penitentiary. Dr. Stewart serves our students and our university with distinction. Dr. Mary Stewart joined UAM School of Mathematical and Natural Sciences as an assistant professor of biology in 2008 and was promoted to full professor in 2016. Dr. Stewart has many journal publications and has presented at state and regional meetings. She has also received student undergraduate research fellowship grants as well as grants from the IDEA Network for Biomedical Research Excellence, and in 2003 was a research fellow. Dr. Stewart has a strong commitment to student success and retention and ensures her students leave her class with a greater knowledge of the subject area, and she is very significantly valued by her students and her colleagues. Dr. Kay Walter returned to her alma mater as an assistant professor of English in the School of Arts and Humanities in 2006, and she was promoted to full professor this semester. Dr. Walter assists students in gaining knowledge of content, instilling in them a passion for literature and writing, as well as extending learning and cultural opportunities by accompanying students on trips where they continue their studies in literature and visit historical sites. Dr. Walter is involved in professional and community organizations and incorporates in-service learning projects into her classes. Dr. Walter marks her success as a teacher by the successes of her students. I would like to thank all of you for going above and beyond in your quest to help our students in their academic endeavors. Let's please give these outstanding faculty members another round of applause. And now, this year's recipient of the Dan and Charlotte Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Award is Dr. Kate Stewart.
Wow. I would like to add my congratulations to the nominees for the Hornaday Outstanding Faculty Award and my congratulations to Dr. Kate Stewart for being selected. We have had many events and accomplishments to celebrate this year. You got just a taste of them from Mr. Gibson. However, there is one that we are recognizing today that has been years in the making. Alvy Early has been on the UAM coaching staff since 1979 when he came back to his alma mater to coach women's basketball. In 1997, he became coach of the women's softball team. On April 8th, the Blossoms gave him his 1,162nd career victory, making him the state of Arkansas's all-time winningest collegiate coach. Please direct your attention to the screen for a short video.
How do you define a coach's legacy? Is it by championships won? Is it by individual honors and achievements? Is it by the number of All-Americans he's coached or how many games he's won? For Alvy Early, his legacy is much more than numbers, but the numbers alone are staggering. More than 1,162 wins in 38 seasons, more than anyone who's ever coached a collegiate sport in Arkansas. 11 All-Americans in women's basketball and another 8 in softball. The Gulf South Conference Coach of the Decade from 2000 to 2010. But numbers don't begin to tell the story of a man who's been more than a coach to his players.
He has a great personality. He's easy to talk to. He's honest. You can trust Coach Early. He's going to take care of his players for 4 years. After you graduate, he's still there if you need him.
I've always looked up to him ever since my dad was passed. So a lot of times when some jobs came open or there were some situations that I needed to discuss with, he's the one I called. So
he came to UAM when it was Arkansas A&M and became a multi-sport letterman. He began coaching even before he graduated and built a successful career as a high school coach at West Fork. But when his alma mater called, he answered, becoming UAM's women's basketball coach in 1979. For the next 21 seasons, he led the Cotton Blossoms to 425 wins, 5 conference championships, and a national runner-up finish in 1990. Along the way, he won the hearts and loyalty of his players.
And I never had a father in my life. And so when he opened up his home to me, that was probably the moment that I was able to perform to the level that I did because of what he gave me as a father figure.
In 1997, while still coaching women's basketball and serving as athletic director, he took on the additional duties of softball coach and produced an immediate winner. Over the next 14 seasons, Early led the Cotton Blossoms to 7 Gulf South Conference West Division championships. When UAM left the Gulf South and joined the Great American Conference in 2012, he led his team to the league's first regular season and tournament titles.
I think he was so successful because he took the players that already had a good foundation and he made them strive to be that much better. He pushed you to the point where you didn't think you could go anymore, and he kept pushing. So he got more out of his players than they even thought that they could give.
The previous record for most wins by a college head coach in Arkansas was established by Norm DeBrine, who for 33 years served as head baseball coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Ironically, Coach DeBrine and Coach Early met shortly after DeBrine came to Fayetteville, and the two became close friends.
I've known Alvy Early ever since I first came to Arkansas in the fall of 1969, and he's been very influential in my life and our family, and we've played fast pitch softball together, and we've just been connected ever since. You know, he's impacted people, so many people in so many great ways that it's just been contagious. And for as long as he's done it and for as many sports as he's coached, he's just got a feel for athletics like nobody I've ever seen.
Through it all, through nearly 4 decades as a coach at UAM, Early has done much more than just win games. He's influenced countless lives.
Coach Early, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have seriously changed my life.
Congratulations, Coach Early. It's well deserved, and I love you.
Coach Early, you're the best on the court, off the court. You deserve everything that you get. I love you.
Coach Early, I just want to say congratulations and thank you for being a big part in my life. I love you very much.
Alvy, I would just like to congratulate you on a tremendous career, on the tremendous achievement that you made in so many people's lives and what you bring to the table every day. We appreciate you.
Congratulations to Alvy Early, the winningest college coach in Arkansas history, and the story continues.
At this time, I would like to ask Coach Early to join me. Before I let Coach Early return to his seat, I would like Representative Leanne Birch to join us at the podium.
So you saw his history and all the things that he touched, the people that he's touched here at UAM. I knew Coach Early before he came to UAM because I was one of those high school basketball students at the University of Arkansas Fayetteville basketball camp who didn't believe I could do anything and certainly couldn't compete with girls around the state with what they knew and could learn. And I remembered him when I went back to DeWitt and knew that he came back here to UAM. I remember that influence that he had on everyone at the camp way back when. So I knew great things were to come. It is such a pleasure for me on behalf of the state of Arkansas and certainly the House of Representatives to also present Coach Early with a recognition and a citation reflecting many, many things that you have done, but also reflecting the great appreciation of all of us.
I would like to recognize Coach Early's wife, Nancy, who is here with us today.
We will now award a posthumous degree to the family of Jory McMahon. Mrs. Jan McMahon, would you please come forward? Today we are happy to celebrate the achievements and life of Jory McMahon. Jory was a former running back for the UAM Boll Weevils. He completed his undergraduate degree from UAM in 2013, majoring in English, and a year later began working on his master's degree. Until his untimely passing in September of last year, Jory served as the head coach of Hampton Junior High football team, as well as assistant coach for the Hampton High School football and softball teams. Jory made a positive impact on all who knew him, and he will forever be missed. Mrs. McMahon, please accept the Masters of Arts in Teaching for your son, Jory. Now we'll have the presentation of candidates for degrees. Graduates, as I call your school, please stand and remain standing. Undergraduate degrees. School of Education. School of Computer Information Systems. School of Business. School of Arts and Humanities. School of Agriculture. Master's degrees, School of Education. Chancellor Hughes, these candidates have completed the requirements for their respective degrees as established by the faculty. Therefore, I am very pleased to recommend the conferring of their individual degrees.
Candidates, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of Arkansas System, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, I confer upon you the degree to which you are entitled, with all rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Please be seated.
As students prepare to come forward, I'd like to remind the audience that you will not be able to leave your seat to take photographs, but as we noted earlier, we have professional photographers here who will make photographs of each graduate, and that photograph will be sent to the student's permanent home address. Will the students please come forward to receive your diploma as names are called by the herald? We'll begin with the hooding and presentation of master's degrees, followed by undergraduate degrees.
Melissa L. Kaysen. Hannah M. Gray. Bradley L. Caldwell. Dana N. Reap. Jenny Sellers. Monica C. Dunn. Craig J. Snook. Marion C. Mulligan. Lois A. Manning. Derek L. Tucker. Haley J. Cox. Charles M. Campbell. Karen K. Ply. April D. Reeves. Christy M. Christmas. Stephanie Jean Hart. Hunter D. Cox. Marquise D. Rogers. From the School of Agriculture, Tommy W. Turner. Justin D. Bailey, cum laude. Michaela R. Patterson. Caitlin M. Wilson. Jenna L. Coker. Jesse A. Haynes, magna cum laude. Cody A. Smith. Will Clifton. Elijah E. Reynolds. Matthew R. Young, magna cum laude. Amber L. Hickerson. J. E. Simpson, cum laude. Kristen D. Beadle. Julian R. Jackson. From the School of the Arts and Humanities, Samantha L. Kimbrell. Toriana A. Hobbs. Tanya N. Haney. Monique M. Morgan. Ethan W. Banks. Leisha N. Jones. Bronte E. Pearson, summa cum laude. Tabitha Jenkins, magna cum laude. Grace C. Borse. Sarah B. Porter. Sarah E. Gustafson. Jordan A. Hickam. Sarah E. Albritton, magna cum laude. Donnie G. Barkheimer, magna cum laude. Peyton E. Adcock. James M. Gathright, magna cum laude. Corey M. Payhal. Callie G. Parker. Carly B. Curry, magna cum laude. Kayla M. Valentine, summa cum laude. Christopher B. Jenkins. Leanna M. Morris. Caitlin N. Williams, magna cum laude. Abby R. Gavin, magna cum laude. Kelly M. Jarvis, magna cum laude. Dakota H. Timmons. Tony A. Perry. From the School of Business, Raymond D. Heiss. Andrew G. Robinson. Austin H. Nutt. David M. Reisner, cum laude. Lucas C. Oldner. Taylor S. Colbreth. Benjamin S. Graves. Justin A. Corson. Jason A. Taylor. Jennifer E. Abney. Corey H. Moon. Jacob O. Wilson. Kaylee Arpaya. Ebony L. Murphy. Kevin Fitzpatrick. Andre D. Adams. Joshua N. Smith. From the School of Computer Information Systems, Tyler D. Pamplin. Asia Kylene McClanahan, cum laude. Clinton R. Kerr. Jeremy N. Hayslip. Caitlin N. Carlisle. Bethany G. Clausen. Allison A. Johnson. Shatali M. Raval. Justin C. Jarvis. Mary S. Temple. From the School of Education, Parker G. Rayleigh. Shelby M. Lane, cum laude. Jessica Mary Blevins. Katrina Black. Colton D. Davis. Aaron M. Goad. Brett Corville. Matthew D. McLean. Samantha Jo Inman. Destiny D. Powell. Adrana Simpson. Kayla A. Reels. Carrie Ann Savage. Kaylin M. Hathcote. Lindsay M. Sesser. Sarah C. Brockwell. Allison L. Stipes, magna cum laude. Lauren E. McDill. Gary A. Marshall. Marquez D. Massey. Trevon S. Johnson. Kendall R. Lambert. Deborah S. Lowry. Alexa M. Black, cum laude. Taylor R. Newroth. Braden L. Hoots.
As a 1983 graduate of UAM, it's my privilege and honor to welcome you, the graduates, to the UAM alumni family, which consists of over 17,000 graduates. You join a very special group of individuals who have made a significant impact on their communities and their professions. As students, you have benefited from their legacy, and it's now your opportunity to make way for the next generation. Having complied with the requirements of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, you are granted a one-year membership into the University of Arkansas at Monticello Alumni Association with all rights, privileges, and obligations which graduation from this university provides. Your continued membership in the Alumni Association, as well as your support for your institution, are important as you make your mark in the world. I now confer upon you official alumnus status and welcome you to the membership of the University of Arkansas Monticello Alumni Association. Congratulations.
And now, graduates, the moment you have been waiting for, you may move the tassel from the right side to the left side. Graduates of UAM, congratulations. Please know that we are so proud of you. You have enriched our lives as you have pursued your dreams. Always know you are welcome here. We look forward to great things from all of you.
After we sing the alma mater, we will be led by platform members following our faculty and graduates. We ask that all guests remain in their seats until the last graduate has exited, please. Thank you. So please stand now for the singing of our alma mater, led by Miss Stormy Dunham, who will be a freshman here at UAM this fall.